Hey book lovers, Victoria here and you're watching My Books and Me. Today, just a little quick video because I didn't really know what to film today. But this is a video I wanted to do for a while, looking at my favourite book covers. So I've got 5 covers here that I love that I'm going to share with you guys. I'm definitely someone who will judge a book by its cover. If it's got a really striking cover that looks really beautiful, bright, colourful, I would more than likely pick it up and see what the book is about, as opposed to a book that has a little bit more of a boring cover. I know that's wrong, but I feel like we all do that. I think that's why publishers and authors try to get covers that are really bold and really try and portray the story to attract attention. So with these covers I'm going to share with you guys, you know, the cover is definitely one of the reasons why I have picked up the book, although at the same time, like me picking up, I don't definitely just buy a book because of the cover. Like, I will read the blurb, and if the blurb interests me, then I'll get it. So that's pretty much what it is from some of these books. The cover looked amazing and I was like, okay, what's this book about? I've read 2 out of 5 of these books and I can definitely say that the covers of those books really go well with the story as well. So let's get into it. So the first cover is Shadow Me by Tahira Murphy. This is actually a book I've DNF'd, but it's also a book that I want to get back and try and read. The cover for this entire series they're just stunning, and I love the detail in the eye. I feel like this series has one of the most striking and well-known covers of like the past couple of years, just because of this eye, and it's the same across like the entire trilogy and even the new book that's coming out for like the new trilogy, I think it is. Like, it looks really good as well, and I love it. It's very consistent but very different for each cover. I don't really know how much each eye represents the story within, but this is definitely like a favorite cover, and it's definitely one of the reasons why I did check out this book, because the cover looks so gorgeous. And it's just, and I just actually noticed there's a freaking bird in the center of the eye, but it's so pretty, and you cannot tell me otherwise that this isn't like a really pretty cover. The next one is Caraval by Stephanie Garber, particularly the US edition. Even the UK edition is really pretty, but I just love this one because it just, even the back of it as well, just all over, it looks amazing. It feels so grand and magical. It goes so well with this story. And I also again love the fact that the second cover, Legendary, looks similar to this as well, and it looks legendary, and I'm really excited for that one. But even like the back, like just that it goes so well with the story, like just this whole cover, like this story is a very grand and magical world that this takes place in, and this cover seriously represents it so well. Then we have Splintered by A.G. Howard, and again, really all of the books in this series look amazing. I love, firstly, the color. The color is obviously really striking. It's a really gorgeous green. Also just the person on the front cover. I've always said this looks like Carrie Hope Fletcher. I don't think it is, but it looks so much like her. But all the covers in this series look so striking because you have this bright color surrounding this character that looks really intriguing, and honestly she's just staring into my soul saying, please read the book. This is an Alice in Wonderland retelling, and I haven't actually read it yet, but honestly it looks so pretty. Like, you wouldn't be able to pass this in a bookshop without picking it up to see what it is about. The next cover is the other book that I've read, and again, it's really all the books in this series, and with this series the covers just keep getting better and better with each new book. Like, if I had the book that's coming out next year with me now, like, I'd use that cover. But that is After the Game by Abby Glines. This is the 3rd book in the Field Party series. All of the covers in the Field Party series look really amazing. And I think it's just because even the back, it like continues on in the back. I just really love the colors they use and the lighting. It's like all the covers in this series sort of take place around like sunset kind of thing. And I just love the colors, and I also just love how they connect with the story really, really well. They just feel very homey and warm, and just got that really good contemporary romance feel about them, and they just look really striking. Like, again, I feel like if you saw this in a bookshop, it's like standing like this, I feel like you probably would pick it up to see what it's about, because it is just such a really beautiful color, and the color scheme for every single book looks really good and flows really well. And like even the cover for the next book looks stunning as well. Like, whoever's designed these covers has done a fantastic job. Finally, I was a bit stumped for the 5th one, mainly because I do have a lot of books that I really love the covers for, but I sort of wasn't like, I don't know if I want to include that in the video, until I remembered I had this book, and that is Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Rash. Again, the covers in this entire series are really, really good. I love fantasy covers that are so intriguing like this one. You know, with fantasy book covers, you can do so much with it, and I feel like a lot of fantasy covers are a little bit toned back and maybe just take the easy route out, but I really like this one. It's really pretty and detailed and really intriguing. I love what we get in this little like round bit. I don't really know. I haven't read this book yet, so I mean, I don't know, but again, all the covers in this series look so intriguing, and it's definitely one, again, I would stop in a bookshop and I would pick this up because it looked really intriguing, and as a fantasy fan, like, that's what gets me. You know, there are so many fantasies out there, and so many different fantasies, that I think you do need to have a striking cover in order to differentiate between the masses of other fantasy books out there, and I feel like this is one that does it. It's intriguing, you know, and it's intriguing, and I can't wait to actually read this book. So they are 5 book covers that I really, really like. Definitely some of my favorite, but as I said, like, there are a ton of book covers that I really, really love that look really good. I'm definitely a sucker for a cover that's really intriguing and really pretty, really bold, and you know, stands out when you see it and draws you in enough to then pick it up and look at the blurb. Let me know in the comments below some of your favorite book covers, or if you've done a video like this, let me know, or feel free to do a video like this. I feel like this is a great video to do. As much as we don't like to admit it, we pretty much all do judge a book by its cover. Like, that's just in our nature. Even if you say you don't, I definitely think you do a little bit. Like, it's just, you can't really help it. If you see a book cover that is amazing, you're more likely going to pick it up. If you see a book cover that isn't as crash hot, I definitely feel like maybe you will be reluctant to pick it up. You might still pick it up, but maybe you'll look at all the pretty books first before you go to the bit more of a dull book. I don't really know. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next week with another one. Bye!